Can you tell me your age and what you do?
I'm 21 years old, and I'm a full-time college student at the University of North Carolina. I'm going into my second semester of my senior year.
Have you seen binge drinking on a first-hand basis?
Yes, quite frequently. I've seen binge drinking on a first-hand basis.
How do you describe binge drinking? What is your definition of it?
I think it's pretty similar. Actually, no, I don't think it's pretty similar to what the governmental definition is. I think the governmental it's like 6 drinks in an hour, or
Drinking more than 5 drinks in one sitting.
oh, drinking more than 5 drinks in one sitting. Well then, no, that's not binge drinking to me. Binge drinking in college is drinking 5 beers in an hour, or taking 5 shots in an hour, and then going from 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock in the morning at that pretty consistent rate.
Do you think it is a problem amongst college students?
Yes, I do think it is a problem amongst college students. Firsthand, I've received 2 drinking tickets. One at a Carolina football game. Both of these incidences I was binge drinking. ECU game freshman year, and then the second in Blacksburg, Virginia, at the Virginia Tech Carolina football game, where I ended up spending the night in jail. And both of those experiences cost ridiculous amounts of money, time, court fees, going to court, strained family relationships, just a big old pain in the butt. Secondhand this year, I had a fraternity member who was a freshman, had just finished pledging, and one of his first cocktails, went to a pregame and was binge drinking at the pregame. I know via first-hand accounts of that, and that was the last time anyone ever saw him. Was at that pregame. He passed away in an accident that night, which involved climbing a concrete plant structure.
I got a call in the middle of the night, and it was the hospital asking me if I had a son named Joshua Bennett. We come to find out that Josh had gone out drinking after work with his new friends, and he was only 18, and he crashed his car into a bridge going over 70 miles an hour. And he was in a coma. He was in a coma for 5 months. We actually didn't know if we were going to get him back. But he wrecked his car, and it caught on fire, and 3 strangers actually came up at the last minute and pulled him out of the car as the flames had reached the steering wheel. And Josh was, he was in a coma for about 5 months. He was in the hospital for about 4, and then came home still non-responsive, and the hard work began then.
Oh, yeah. I'm Doug White. I'm a patrol sergeant with the Town of Nags Head Police Department. The hardest thing I've had to do, probably in 25 years, was put a 16-year-old girl in a body bag because of an alcohol-related crash. She and her boyfriend were on their way home one evening, and they were running late, and he had been consuming alcohol. She had not. She had a valid license and could have driven the vehicle, but she chose not to. 16 years old, young. They thought they were indestructible.
If you learn your limits a little bit earlier, then it might be a preventative measure. I know that for me, that's helped prevent some issues probably, especially freshman year. But I think these kids that haven't ever experienced coming out of high school, have never, maybe they've had a couple beers behind their parents' backs, and then they come into college, and it's just this world where everyone drinks. Everyone drinks. Either, I mean, if you choose, there's either people drink or they choose not to. They choose to abstain. And if you choose to drink, then a lot of times it's going to involve binge drinking, especially in the scene that I'm in the Greek scene in Carolina.
What advice would you give high school students about to go into college about drinking?
I would tell high school students that are about to go into college to try to know their limits and value the information that they've been given by, via these videos that they watch in high school that everybody laughs at, and your teachers telling you how many drinks or binge drinking. That is those guidelines. If you follow them, you'll be fine. So you have to know what you're drinking, and try to do your best to know your limits.